time of the week again where I and my binarians sit to discuss about a particular hot topic or question, and today we are at Puzo's Eat and Play Wuse to Abuja. It's the binary show on Biwa Television. I am your host, Adugo Emejiru. Don't move. Okay, hi guys. Hi guys. Okay, so today I'm not going to throw in a topic.
Okay.
I just want to tell you guys a story. I don't know if you guys must have watched the clip, but I think we should talk about it, or maybe fight about it because James is here. Okay, so there was this clip from a movie anyways that the lady came with her fiance to visit his mother, and she was like, oh, please come join me in the kitchen, we need to cook. And she goes, sorry, I'm a guest, I'm not allowed to come to the kitchen, or I wouldn't come to the kitchen because I'm a guest, I won't do that. I'm supposed to sit back and relax and get served food, not follow you to the kitchen. So when people were like, in this case, what do you think? Did she do the right thing? Mostly in our homes, we feel once a woman is married into the family, once she comes in, she starts fetching firewood, start cooking, start cleaning, because that defines the wife material.
But in this case, was she married to the family? This is her first time coming, isn't it?
Yeah, her first time coming.
From what I've seen the clip you're talking about, what understood, that was her first time. I'm sorry, though. She's first time. Why are you expecting her to?
She's totally wrong.
She's a guest, though.
She's a guest.
Very wrong. What is black is black.
Okay.
You don't get it. Okay.
We are black people.
You don't understand. We have ethics. And that is who we are. No matter how.
Let's qualify this we.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's something that's the same across all regions and cultures and ethnicities. Anyway, in my part of the country, no one's going to ask you to come into the kitchen. How are you in the kitchen, Fisher? How did you get there? Why are you in the woman of the house's space?
She called you, yeah?
No, she's not going to call you. That's the thing, because it would be something that's considered weird. This is the first time that a potential daughter-in-law is coming to the house. Potential daughter-in-law.
Just let me put
Yes,
you in
potential daughter-in-law.
Potential daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
He said if you want to win the man's heart, you win his mother's heart. Do you understand that? You know that, yeah?
I don't think that's.
Except you're telling me Wale Soyinka is wrong.
Also,
Wale Soyinka is wrong about many things. He's wrong about many things.
He's not infallible.
Let's not go into that one. Let's not go into that.
Oh, God.
In the typical African environment or society.
See, that's again.
You get it.
What is it?
That blanket is too wide.
no,
Yeah.
You can't just be like African.
I just gave an example.
Okay.
If today I will walk into my wife-to-be's house, you get it? And the father will call me to please, can you come to the garage with me? Just because it's my first time, I won't really say no to him.
He won't really say
Here's
no.
the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you were to say okay and you'll come to him, there'd be nothing wrong with that. But if you were to say no, there'd be nothing wrong with that either. That's the point.
Can I ask you a question? If someone, what do you really think first impression matters? Do you think it does matter?
Yeah.
It does matter, yeah? Do you think she's really impressing the mother?
No, but it's
Do you
not
think
her
the mother
job
is
to impress
impressing
the
her
mother.
though?
The mother don't need to impress.
Yes, she does.
No, she
Excuse
doesn't.
you, she has a choice. I see. You know what I say to guys here. The moment you use me to do testing, whether I pass, whether I fail, relationship. Because I did not come to do tests.
Do you believe in what
I have
they say
written
about
WAEC,
African
I have
parents?
written
No
JAMB,
matter what
I have
they say,
written NECO. I don't need to be writing more tests.
An elderly person is never wrong. Do you believe in that?
I don't believe in that.
That is like the most. That's rubbish.
That has held back. That has held back.
He said something about different ethnic groups.
Yeah.
From where I'm coming from.
No, from all of our ethnic groups, it's the same thing.
You don't understand.
That's one thing.
An elder
But it's
cannot
very
be talking.
wrong.
Whether you're wrong, an elder cannot be talking, or an elder cannot call you just because you're civilized and you've gone through the 4 corners.
Has nothing to do.
I don't think we should generalize this. This should be like your own personal
opinion.
Yes, that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
make it like general.
I believe you should hear an elder out, because I'm sorry, but there's some things that experience, no matter what you want to do, there's that experience of age that there are just some things you learn.
Definitely.
You don't have a choice, yeah? And I believe you should hear an elder out, as I believe you should hear anybody out. But that doesn't mean they cannot be wrong. I'm sorry, but you know that for the longest time, when your mother would come to do a mugo, they would put the baby on the tummy.
Yeah.
But do you know that actual research has shown that was what was causing sudden infant deaths?
Yeah.
They were dying.
There's a lot of things
But that
about
is
our culture that are
tradition.
not exactly
Do you understand?
helpful.
Then I would tell my mother-in-law, please don't put my baby on his back. You will not be telling me. I'm sorry, but put her on.
I like it when we do certain things and we
we
put ourselves in the people's shoes. So we're doing the same thing too.
I
See,
agree.
if today I happen to be, if today you happen to be my mother and I'm bringing a wife,
Yes.
girl I want to marry,
Yes.
and you ask her to come to the kitchen and she refuses, let's be very honest. You will never agree for me to marry that girl.
If she was
Because
rude to me,
You don't understand.
I would
Being
be
rude-
upset about
being
it.
rude does
But
not-
then being
being rude-
straightforward and saying, okay, no, that's fine. You
There's a
cannot
way
tell
to
me.
say there's a way
First and
to say
foremost,
no.
You cannot
yeah.
say
Being rude.
there are different ways.
Somebody is a
of saying
guest in your house, whether she is potential wife, potential husband. I'm sorry, but the same way you will not invite them, your mother-in-law will not tell her, come and sleep on the bed with me and my husband on our first night. She will not tell her to go into her room, go into that cupboard where I keep money and bring. She will not tell her things like that. So why should she tell her to come to the kitchen?
It's like she said in the beginning, it's all a test. And it's perfectly
understand?
fine to not
You know,
want
that's
to
my
be
main
tested.
problem with it.
Perfectly
It's
fine.
because it's a
Don't want to
test.
test it.
Because you know some girls, you know that they are legit people on this earth who are like washing all the clothes,
course.
cleaning the
Yeah,
entire
people like
house.
that.
Then they get married. Mother-in-law will not cross that gate.
Exactly.
At least you have given the first impression.
Why does the first
what?
impression matter?
Well, so
if
first
the rest of
impression
it-
matters more than subsequent.
The gate.
No, don't get me
How-
wrong. No.
Your wife will tell the gate man to sack your mother. Madam, they say you should not open gate for you.
And that's it. Look, Siba, I kind of understand
that what
where
you
you're coming
prefer?
from.
Yeah.
I kind of understand where you're coming from in that, as far as I'm concerned, you have to understand like the culture and the expectations of the person you're with.
Of course you have
See, where I would be okay with it is if to say now, you bring a woman home and she's going to meet your mother, and you told her beforehand, see, this is how my mom is, and this is how our culture is, and this is what you're going to expect. Are you okay with this? And she says, yes, I'm cool. And then you go in and then she agrees with you, and then that's perfectly fine because there are expectations that have already been set. But you go in there new, not knowing anything, and you expect her blindly to follow when you have not had that conversation. You don't know how she feels about it. That's problematic.
Is it in every relationship that you guys have to go that extremely deep? Just
Yes.
about your mom?
If you bring her to your parents,
Aren't you going to
definitely.
put
I'm sorry, but this is somebody you
There's
want
no-
to spend the rest of
there's
your
no-
life with. You should be
Then
having
she should get
such
to know my.
conversations.
I may tell you something about
should have
my
told
mom
her.
that is not true.
Why would you do that?
Why would I ever marry somebody who is lying to me before we are
Sure.
married?
Wait, I'm coming. Let me take you to a place. Listen, it's like me taking you to my mom right now.
Yes.
And for the first time, I told you, my mom, she's really a very jovial person. And you go into the house and you find out, okay, fine. My mom at that moment, she's not really in the right state of mind. And you met her in a very bad mood. Does that mean I'm lying to you?
But you just said
Wait, Joe, does that mean I'm lying to you?
But
You
you've already
said,
given
you said that you can lie about
No, I'm just trying to give you like several
No,
examples.
it doesn't mean that you're
No,
lying, but
see-
you've already qualified it. You already said she's not in a bad mood. So
Exactly, you said she's in a bad mood. I'm going to see somebody in a bad mood. And I don't know, I feel like if you're in a bad mood, does not excuse you.
bad behavior.
It does not
Doesn't
excuse
bad
you.
behavior.
You're in a bad mood does not
I
mean.
just said something right now.
Okay.
Let's say what is bad is bad, what is good is good.
Yes.
For you to disrespect an elder in an African
I didn't call for
society-
disrespect.
See, for you to refuse her, it's disrespectful.
Okay, wait.
Let me sorry, yeah? Let me tell you what my dad says. If you do not want to be disrespectful, put yourself in a
In a
situation
position to be
See, my dad he's not a young man, he's not 25 years old. He will not go somewhere, see people sitting, have no seats, yeah? Like somewhere where he's a first confessed serve and then say because he has been on this earth longer than you, give him opportunity, stand up. He said if you want to sit, get there on time. If you want to sit, get there on time. If you want to be at the front of the line, get there on time. Otherwise,
I think it's
back of the
very
line.
simple. You shouldn't have expectations of other people. Yeah. If people want to do something of their own volition,
Yes.
that's fine. But that you should expect it blindly. Like everybody should have the blanket same opinion. Nah.
Exactly,
It doesn't
especially
work that way.
unspoken expectations.
Exactly.
Because, like he said, if you had said earlier, see, this is what is expected, this is what it is in my family, this is how we do things. You are giving her the option to then be like,
Yeah,
I don't
can't
roll
do
like
it.
that, so I'm not going to do that. You can't be forcing somebody to change. You can't be like, I'm sorry,
You have to
you
give
are
her that
white,
heads
but
up.
now I want you to be black, so change your color.
You have to give her the heads up. Sorry.
Okay, so
Alright, but I'm sorry. I believe they say.
second time.
Do you believe in the content that said love is sacrifice?
Okay.
Do any of you believe?
This is not
No, chill
sacrifice.
now. Can you listen to me? I'm driving somewhere. Let me park.
This might be semantics here, but I believe love is wanting the good of the other.
Fine, that's
So
sacrifice.
it might involve sacrifice.
It might not.
It might involve, like, see, sacrifice is such a.
No, but see, love. I
don't like that word. I don't like that. I don't like
To
that.
tune me a little.
To tune it a little
Yeah.
bit. Sacrifice is simply a part of love. It's not all.
Exactly.
It's not all it is.
Okay, sacrifice is really a part of love. So what
Sacrifice
is really
is a part of
something? That is to say, it's a supportive, like a firm that supports something. Yeah. So it can never be ejected out of it.
It can.
It can.
It can.
Then if there is no sacrifice in love, then it's really not love.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's true. You can love.
What happens to?
For example,
what happens to?
Let me give you an
Rachel?
example.
Are we talking about love and sacrifice right now?
No, we're driving somewhere.
Not necessarily.
What happened?
Apparently we're heading
What happened to if you have to check the flaws of your loved one and bear with it if you really love the person.
Yeah, yes, you have to.
True.
Oh, sorry. What kind of
is
flaw?
this
If today, chill now.
this
If
a
today
flaw?
I will take you to my mother, and I will introduce you to my mother, and she's really nice, and she'll be like, "Oh, my daughter, please come, let's go to the kitchen," and you'll be like, "No, mommy, this is the first time I'm coming to your house, so I cannot come." That is very rude.
Okay, fine. You might consider that rude.
You don't
Based
consider
on
it
the
rude
same.
that she's
Based on
inviting
the
you to
same.
the kitchen the first time she's met.
Based on the same
What
argument.
if my mom really
Because
wants
you're
to-
making it seem like
Rachel, what
your
if,
mom is
okay, what
Weird,
if,
actually.
Wait, what if she call you to the kitchen? Not really because she wants you to walk.
What is she calling me to her
I'm coming,
kitchen?
chill now. Maybe she is calling you to give you a surprise gift. You never can tell.
You give
This is
pineapple
what,
on the
look, this is
Are you
why I
serious?
say, wait, this is why I say, this
the
is why I
kitchen.
say you need to give her a heads up. That's it.
See,
That's
I don't even have a problem here because no, it's true. She might just want company. My mom used to
Yeah.
be the one who, when she's cooking, she likes company. So you would see all of us in the kitchen. We're not necessarily doing anything. We're just there keeping her company. We're just there gisting with her.
So if that's-
and that's not a problem, yeah.
Also,
but
you know-
like he said, heads up. Just
Also,
give
you
me
know,
a heads
under
up.
the same arguments that you're giving about sacrifice, right? That you have to kind of accept some of the flaws of your partner.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if your potential partner, your fiance, or whatever, your girlfriend, decides that, you know what, no, mommy, I don't want to do this. It's my first time in the house. I'm a guest. I just want to rest. Shouldn't you then just accept that as one of her
Exactly.
flaws? And
That's one of our flaws.
yeah, that's one of her
Shouldn't
flaws.
For you to just respect my mom now.
But you just
But she
said
didn't disrespect.
No, she
Sorry,
didn't
so
disrespect. You
saying
just
no
said
to an elder is disrespectful.
I swear to you, it is.
No, it's not. Come on.
Okay, so
Even when it's wrong.
Let's.
Yes, we should give the host some
Let's
time to
give
do
it-
it.
this is the third time I was. Okay, so wait. Okay, so wait. I'm trying to understand something here.
Okay.
You come with your girlfriend,
Of course.
wife to be.
Wife to be. No.
That's how they deceive girls, wife to be.
Our wife.
To your mother's house.
Yeah.
And your mother says, okay, my dear, come with me to the kitchen so we can make food.
That's very specific.
She's been direct.
And the girl says, oh, I'm sorry, but this is a joke, right? And your mother goes, no, I'm not joking. Come to the kitchen. Oh, no, mommy, I can't come to the kitchen. I'm a guest. I want us to go on a very short break. We'll be right back. I don't want to start throwing punches first, so let everybody cool your tempers before they begin to throw punches. Let me save my pretty face. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll be right back. Let's go on a short break. It's still the Binary Show on Viewer TV.
Every day in Nigeria, news stories emerge. But we don't just stay quiet, we talk. Recruitment of military personnel, in most cases, it is highly politicized and then...
I think if they have evidence of that, they should present it.
On Talk Time Nigeria, we don't just talk, we bring you perspectives on the stories making the headlines, giving you the opportunity to air your view. Join us Tuesdays and Thursdays, and let's talk Nigeria.
All right, so, and welcome back to the Binary Show on Viewer TV. We're looking quiet, small. And then we're back from the break. I had to cool their tempers because punches are about to fly, and thank God we are trying to salvage the situation. No violence policies, do you understand? Not on my watch, not on my show. But you know this girl, she's a very good person. She supports your hustle. She's loyal. She respects you. She's very goal-driven. She's beautiful. I mean, she's a sight for sore eyes. What are you going to do?
That's for me, yeah? Oh my God, I love this. If my mom will be in the kitchen, even if for her to ask you, you're wrong.
You should have
For
gotten
her
up
to,
and went
you don't
in.
understand.
Should have
For
just-
my mother.
Okay, should I just come in and
Straight up
keep her bag
that
and
just
Chill,
beeline
listen.
for the kitchen.
If
You know
today
the
I will
layout of
introduce
the
my
house.
mom, and my mom will come, and my mom will be like, chill.
Hot.
And my mom will be like, oh, sorry, I'm in the kitchen. Oh, how are you, my daughter? Are you fine? Be like, yeah, I'm okay. Be like, okay, sorry, I'm making something inside. A good woman
Wow.
make you
a good woman.
Do you know what? She'll say, Mommy, please, can I come with you? Even though you're pretending, pretend. I love
Mommy,
it.
is it only that one, mommy? You want to
Mommy,
service
can
your
I come and
husband
help you? See, I swear to you,
Come on.
your mom, even see, no matter what you do to that girl, your mom will definitely be in her support.
Wait.
because
Here's
she
the
knows
thing,
who she
right?
is.
Wait, calm down. I asked a question.
you want
You've not answered my question yet. I said,
Up to.
What will you
she says,
Situation.
leave
Not my
her.
girl.
Yes.
In fact, you have already disqualified yourself. You even asking my mom to even ask you to. In fact, you're going. In fact, you're not even my wife.
So you prefer her to suck up to your mom and then be a total devil afterwards?
Do you know what? If you don't respect my mom,
Wow.
you're disrespectful to my clan.
No, but
No.
she has a good point.
I know what she's driving.
Would you prefer
Yeah.
she sucks up, first of all, she sucks up to your mom in that instance, and then afterwards she becomes a total,
Stranger.
yeah.
If
No, not the devil.
only the devil. Every human has a beast.
Okay.
Okay.
So if that's how she wants to lose her beast, but for the first time, give my mom a very nice thing now.
But then
Okay.
afterwards, not anything.
After, I don't care what you do afterward.
To your mom, yeah?
Oh, wow.
You seriously have regard for your mom. If the only time you want people to respect her is the first time they meet her, and then that would be every other
doesn't
time
make
after.
sense.
Are you
That
hearing
doesn't make
yourself?
Do you know what? That's just the plain truth.
I feel like you want to just be on the other side of this argument for being on the other
Yeah.
No.
Because you say you'd rather someone treat your mom nice the first time, and every time.
I'm not capitalizing on that. I'm not capitalizing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not capitalizing on that first time. You get my point. But the first impression.
Matters.
You don't understand.
Of course, first impression matters. So you must make the first impression. If you like, be a B, second, third, fifth, 1,000th impression.
And that's why there's
But
a
be a good
divorce.
person.
If I see you're not nice, I divorce you.
Wow.
Are you getting into a relationship
See, here's
for
the thing,
divorce?
but
Wow.
There's always an alternative plan.
Wow.
So I don't agree.
fail safe.
Okay, wait.
Fail safe.
That is, what would you do?
Here's the thing, but I can't even imagine the situation because
Well, no, just imagine it.
I am astonished.
okay,
The better girl, nice, like everything. But your mom says, come to the kitchen, and she
Yeah.
says, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't do that. I'm a guest, and I don't think I should come to the kitchen. And mom calls it, Fa is Zona. You see this girl?
yeah.
I don't want to see her again. Please break up with her or leave her. In fact, I have one good girl I've been keeping for you, sir. Thank God she has shown herself.
That's the one
Like
that
here's
will
the
show you
thing,
pepper
but
that they will
here's the
show you.
thing. In a situation like that, first I'd apologize to my mom because
Oh,
I'd
wow.
apologize to my mom
Apologies
because
coming.
I don't think I wouldn't think depending on how the girl handled the situation as the exact words that she used, I would have to apologize to my mom and then try to salvage the situation later. Because if she's everything that I actually want, I'm not going to use one specific tiny situation to just throw everything away.
Okay.
That being said, I want to really push against this narrative as though that like this is like a standard thing in all African families or societies. Because first of all, me personally, in a situation like this, I would have given the girl a heads up. Secondly, there is no way on earth that I would bring a girl home and my mom would ask her into the kitchen. She'd be like, why are you even in my kitchen? This is my space. This is my home. Get out. So, as really,
Get out.
yeah, so
Okay,
this is like this is why I say like you have to understand who it is you're with and the culture that they're from and the context of the situation, and you have to give the girl a heads up. Very important something. You can't just be going blind. Even as a guy, okay, if she comes from a family where the dad is not really, maybe he's an overprotective father. He doesn't really like seeing guys at his house randomly coming to see his daughters, right? Or he's really suspicious of any guy that he sees that you're with. Or really he's one of those fathers that you're never really going to be good enough for his daughter. Yeah? Okay. So, in a situation like that, she has to give you a heads up. She
Yes.
has to tell you, like, see, now so my papa.
No, girls do that actually. My dad is not nice, so
No matter what you do, he's gonna be pissed at you.
Exactly.
So
So she has
be yourself.
and
be
if she
yourself and
doesn't,
just like.
and if she doesn't, and you go in there,
But do you really think it's everybody that does that? If I
He was saying, and if she doesn't,
and if she doesn't, you're going to be pissed.
okay.
You're going to be pissed because you went into a situation not knowing what to expect, and it really went sideways.
That's where I think individuality comes in. What you can bear, I can't bear. What I can bear, you can bear.
okay, wait.
So would you be cool in that situation if she doesn't give you heads up?
That is who I am.
You would be cool with it, you would be fine.
Okay, wait, let's just wait. Neka, what would you do if you go to your boyfriend's house, your husband to be, and the mother says, come to the kitchen with me?
First and foremost, this is like a conversation we've probably already had.
No, let's say if we didn't have the conversation. In fact, even him too, he's as shocked as you are that the mom says, come to the kitchen.
That would be interesting. that would be.
The mother says, "Come in." Okay. See, the way I react to things sometimes it just depends on how you meet me that day. So you can meet me on Monday.
What do you
and I
think
will
is
give you a completely
what do you think
different
is
reaction.
80% what you would do?
80%, to be fair, I will first go and see what she wants me to do in the kitchen. I will not lie. I won't just straight up be like, I'm not going into your kitchen.
No, we're not being with you.
No. I'm telling
Being with you.
But then, I'm serious. I will go.
You're just being reasonable.
Like you said, if she says come into the kitchen with me, like I told you, my mom likes to sit.
Come to make food with me.
Come and make. What kind
Come
of,
and make food.
no, it's true now.
No,
Like,
join me in the
fresh
kitchen,
soup.
let us
Are we
cook.
making stew from fresh? I'm not doing.
Okay. So you'll be asking her when she tells you, Neka, come to the kitchen to make food. Wait, come and make food. You go, okay, mommy, which food, please? This stew or
It
soup?
can be fried.
What kind of soup?
I don't have a problem.
Are you pounding the
Are
pepper?
we pounding?
I have allergies for pepper. So what else can we do?
No, but seriously, I do not. If she tells me, Neka, come, let's go into the kitchen to
You
cook.
won't object that.
To cook. Cook
Okay,
pounded
so
yam
what
and
if
a
it's a lady
porridge.
that can't cook? What happens?
Even if I can't already.
What? The brother, he wants to starve my son.
Oh my God.
No, why? No. If anybody is saying you shouldn't say you said love is about sacrifice. So you're supposed to sacrifice in that situation.
I said love is
Because
about sacrifice, but I'm not saying
that is her definition, yeah,
Don't
you're
get me
supposed to
don't get me wrong.
He wants to qualify
I didn't say love is all about sacrifice. I said that, but don't be disrespectful. You don't carry disrespect.
I said in a
to-
situation-
I don't understand why you think that your mother cannot disrespect your wife or your mother cannot
because
disrespect
she's
your
an
girlfriend.
elder, and that is how I get.
Okay, we are wait. Neka, you're done answering.
I'm sorry, but if she tells me to come and cook food, I'm not coming to cook anybody.
You tell her I'm sorry, ma, I can't come with you.
No, I will say I'm coming, ma, and then the moment I will drag my. See, can I tell you when I'm not coming to cook?
Okay.
That's one way to do
Truly.
it. That's one way.
I will
Comfort, what would you do?
I'm already giving you eye like.
As in, guys, check your mother. Sorry, do you think you cannot check your mother? Do you think? I don't know. Why do we think because we're Africans, we can't check
Can't
our
talk to your parents.
I'm sorry, but you can. It's not disrespectful. You tell them. See,
There's a certain
guy,
way
okay.
you can address them.
I'm a girl, yeah. Up until usually in a standard African home, you're living in the same city with your parents. You're there until you get married. Like it's kind of from your parents' house.
Your husband's
to your
house.
house. That is, we've all accepted it. We're not arguing with it. So when you live in a house like
That's why I got out.
when you live in a house like that, sometimes your parents might
you
think
though?
they might think that your time is their time, and so they can just wake up in the morning. Mommy and Daddy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I'm shading you. They just be like, we're going to the airport. Sorry, but you didn't tell me that we're going to the airport. Do you know what other plans I had today? And I'm serious. We had to tell them, you have to tell us before time what your plans are so we can put you in our day. Because we're adults. You have raised us. You don't know what we have to do that day. So you have to actually tell us so that we can fit you into our day. It's not because it's being disrespectful to
when your
us.
children do that to you, you also look at it like that.
Yes!
Of course.
Don't be a very strong-faced parent, so because it's children they have these days are good. So if I go to see my boyfriend's parents and the mother says, Ada, oh Ada, my daughter, whether I say Ada, my daughter or not, or say Ada, come with me to the kitchen, let us cook. I'll say okay. honestly, I will stand up from where I am. Don't be happy yet. I'll stand up from where I am and I'll follow her to the kitchen. But God knows. I'll ask her, what do you want me to do in the kitchen? And she says, okay, do this, do that. I will do those things. She said, do this, do that. And once I'm done with them, I'm like, okay, ma, I'm tired. Honestly, when I get tired, I'll say I'm tired. And I will stand up and go back and sit down and tell my boyfriend, I didn't know you brought me here to come and cook food. I will show him my displeasure, because honestly, if my son brings his daughter home and she says she does not have strength to cook, in my heart I'll be very happy. You know why? Yeah. She's not pretending. We Africans, we pride on pretense. That's why you marry I thought you were a good girl. when my son brought you. When my son brought you into this house, you were so nice, you swept the whole floors, you did it. What happened to you? You changed, devil, all those things. It happens, honestly. A guy told me that before, when his elder brother to get married, he brought this girl that 5 o'clock in the morning, she's up, she has cleaned everywhere, she has swept the house, she has asked them what would they eat the day before when they wake up. So if it's moi moi or something, she has started peeling the beans. Or she will make, as in everybody, they loved her. Come and see, my son is going to marry the best girl. Do you know, he was telling me he was sad because that same woman doesn't let their brother call them on the phone. In fact, if you call their brother, she will pick the call and tell you, don't disturb us. She said that before she married their brother, she did all the work there is to be in this world. So right now, she's enjoying her marriage. Now for you, Mr. James, I'm sorry, you might end up falling into such kind of situation, because once that girl wants to get married and she just cants you and says, wow, he really wants me to pretend. Trust me, girls are very good at pretending. Wait now, we are natural actors.
For the longest.
Once she goes to your parents' house, she'll just drop back, Mommy, Ekason, good afternoon. Mama Inawuni, what should I do? Cook? Is it beans, akara? What do you want? In fact, Mommy, sit down. She will cook for everybody. The day you marry her, she will just lock door and tell you, Kashiga Uku, we are in for it. Just know that from today, I am now the madam. I've paid my dues and I've paid in full. Yeah. People should be allowed to be themselves. Yeah. That way, we don't get to hear, this was not the man I met, hired me, keep me anonymous. I've been married for 7 years and this is not the man I married. You understand? Yeah. So thank you for being with us on the show. It's The Binary on Viewer TV. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles at Viewer Television. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.